cautious, they're concerned. They don't know when they make a traffic stop what's going to happen in that traffic stop. But at the same time, day in and day out, they get up, they put this uniform on, they put a vest on, and they go out and they protect our community, because that's what our officers do day in and day out.
All officers know that the field interview card is a powerful tool. It allows them to document important information that they've observed, that they know about a particular subject. The problem that we run into with field interview cards right now is they tend to be siloed. In a lot of places, they're still manual. Once you fill out a field interview card, for you to be able to review it, you've got to actually physically go down to that division, pull that field interview card and look at it. It's not usable information in the format that's being stored in currently. With the electronic field interview card that's in the LENSS system, it's a global field interview card, so that all officers that are on the system have the capability to make use of that information. You got an officer out on patrol at night, he sees some suspicious activity going on, and he ends up pulling somebody over on a traffic stop.
Driver, step to the rear of your vehicle.
Guy's driving along with a truck, pulling a trailer, got a UTV on the back of it. Something just doesn't seem right to the officer. You know, he encounters the individual, talks to him a little bit.
Good evening, sir. I'm Sergeant Seegers with the Sabine Parish Sheriff's Office. The reason I stopped you don't have any taillights on your trailers. Any reason your taillights not on?
But this UTV back there, you know, just is something standing out about it.
You know, we've been having a lot of UTV thefts and ATV thefts right now. The thing's not stolen.
So, during the course of the conversation, the officer ends up running the serial number for the UTV in NCIC, but it comes back not stolen. But the information about the individual, the picture of the vehicle, serial number, all gets documented in the field interview card. Now it's in the system. This officer was in the right place at the right time, saw some suspicious activity, and documented it. It's in the system. Now 2 weeks later, you have a homeowner comes home. They get back and they realize their UTV is missing. So where are they going to go to next? They're going to go down to the police department and they're going to file a report for that missing UTV.
I was in the hospital last week. I came home, started checking things out, and I noticed my trailer with my four-wheeler on it was gone.
When that officer at the police department is taking that report, they run a query in LENSS and they see where that serial number for that UTV that has now been realized by the owner that it's stolen, that now appears in LENSS in the notes from that field interview card that was submitted 2 weeks earlier.
Okay, well, looks like, yeah, we do. We've got a hit, and it's coming off of a field interview card, what we call field interview cards. And he's got one here.
That's great.
And it came back with your VIN, and he's got a couple pictures. I'm going to show you this picture, if you don't mind. Take a look at
Sure.
it and see if this looks like your ATV or your trailer or anything.
That officer that was working that night at 2 o'clock in the morning acted on a hunch, something didn't feel right. He went ahead and generated a field interview card and put that information in there, including that serial number. You're now able to link a stolen piece of property with the owner of that property. The field interview card enabled the officers on both ends to be able to link that information up and figure out, okay, this is my prime suspect for the person who stole this UTV, because they're the one who was in possession of it at 2 o'clock in the morning. That's the way law enforcement shares information. That's how every officer knows what every other officer knows, is with that type of sharing of information. And that's why we're excited about the field interview card, in particular, what it does for the frontline officer.